My Valyrian and well met indeed. My name is Rinstag, and welcome to the first episode of our Celtigar Dynasty for Crusader Ck2 A Game of Thrones. So, before we jump in, I want to quickly just go through the poll and just show off some of the results, as I'm sure many of you might be interested. So I'll go for this quickly and then we'll jump in. We did a little poll, well, we did 3 polls in total. We started with a sort of a house narrowing down what sort of houses you want from your players. And as you can see, the Valyrian houses won it quite substantially. Exiled and Landless houses coming second. So Stark, Rainhill, Grey Iron, etc. And obviously this was the Valyrian ones. And after then, the Great Houses, High Lordy houses, Lordly houses. I was quite surprised to see how they were very, very at the bottom. So not many people were too keen on watching me play them at all, which is interesting. And we have dedicated quite a fair bit of time to the Valyrians, really. So I'm surprised that they have won another vote. So it's quite interesting. But there you go. Then we did a little vote then going through the 5 options. 5 options that I listed in the last one. And when I went into this poll, I fully expected Blackfire to win because I did a poll a couple years ago now. And I think the Blackfires won that, so I fully expect the Blackfires to win this again. But to my surprise, Celtigar won it, which is fantastic. I was pleasantly surprised to see Celtigar actually winning the poll. Because I put the options in thinking, yeah, I expect Blackfire will probably win. And they didn't, so that's quite a surprise. So I'm keen to see that. And a lot of people down here also rather keen to see Celtigar as well. So that is even there. So that's really cool. So yeah, the support is definitely there for House Celtigar. And 87 votes as well, which was great to see. A lot of interaction there. I think my DAC one I did recently was about 120 votes. So the votes are really getting up, and I think the engagement's really getting higher as the channel goes on, which is good to see. And then I did a poll going through the scenario vote. And everyone was kind of, and I sort of expected this when I made the poll. I was like, yeah, I expect Dance of Dragons will probably win because obviously House of Dragons season 2 has now come out, and I wasn't really surprised that they won. But some notable mentions: the Blackfire Rebellion, that was quite high up, and the War of Conquest was also quite high up. Robert's Rebellion, Clash of Kings, not too high. Not many people too fussed on that time period. So there you go. So that's Celtigars. So I'll quickly. I do want to. I'll jump into the game first, but I do want to read a bit of backstory about House Celtigar. Is that too loud? Nah, that's alright. Although it's saying the encoding is too high, but that's fine. Whatever, we'll be fine. So yes, I was going to go ahead and do intros, but as you've noticed with the channel, it was about 6 days since the last upload. So like we really are ready. I don't know why. I fell into a period of busyness and I just didn't get around to recording. And also, there was a few key events, such as the election in the UK, which is obviously a big, massive, very historical moment that I was quite interested in. As someone who's interested in history, of course, I did watch a lot of the news reports and I found it quite stimulating, I suppose. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened and I just generally quite busy. Another key reason that I was quite busy was I spent an absolute obscene amount of time writing up intros for future campaigns. Mainly this one, which is what took ages. And I went through rewriting it, I was rewriting it, I was narrating it, making sure it was perfect. I was finding the audio, tracks, the like pictures that I want to use, and some of the cinematics I want to use. And it just all sort of boiled up into a sense of, oh my god, this is taking ages. Days were flying past, hours of my day was going a lot quicker, my free time was virtually evaporating underneath me, and I just thought to myself, why am I doing this? I like doing intros, don't get me wrong, and I think the intros are fun. They're fun to do. Narrating them is also quite interesting, and it's just nice. I had a great time making the intros I did for the DAC prologue episodes. But unfortunately, the intro just takes I mean, maybe for the odd one I might do, but I don't know. Probably if it's got a script, I'll read it. But I thought to myself, I'm writing these down. I thought to myself, why am I doing this? Because I was sort of enjoying it, and but I was just reminded of the fact that my free time is just going. I'm not doing anything with my free time. I'm not playing any games. I'm not doing actual recording. I'm not really doing much modding. I'm not doing any of other like external things like Lego building, which is what I do in my free time as well. That and having a girlfriend and managing the social life, Jesus. I thought to myself, I'm not having fun, really. I'm not really massively enjoying myself. So I thought, you know what? And also, as I was doing this as well, it reminded me of a sense of YouTube. It felt like a job. Writing intros down, finding audio clips, finding video clips, recording video clips for you're going to use an intro, narrating for about an hour or so to make sure it's right, and doing retries and retakes. I just thought to myself, it just felt so much like a job, and I thought this isn't the job. As much as I in the past might have wanted YouTube to be as a job, but unlikely, because YouTube just isn't going to work as a job. YouTube, it's too hit and miss for a proper full-time job. Unless you have an absolutely obscene amount of subscribers and views, then it's just very difficult to make any. You can make money from YouTube fine, but as a job, no. That's where I think things won't work out. But yeah, I was reminded of the fact that it felt like a job, and it isn't a job. YouTube isn't. It just isn't. And I've come to the decision to stop doing intros. I may caveat that, and I may do like stuff like openings of campaigns, maybe. But for the foreseeable, maybe the odd recap I might do, but I'm not going to do it for every single video. And it's going to be very much occasionally I might do it. We'll see. I might do one for the Skyrim series, but for this I didn't, because I don't really need to. In Ck2, I find even though I may do the odd intro, I'm still recapping people an intro on what's going on in the game anyway, because Ck2 obviously you skim ahead quite a fair bit. And I thought I might do the odd intro for, like, if it's like a long period of time where we've skipped ahead, I might do a little intro just recapping, but I don't know if I'm going to commit myself entirely to it. So for the foreseeable, intros just won't happen. I do apologise, but it's taken such a long time for me to make a video with working full time and doing many other things as well. I thought, no, I can't do this. There are YouTubers that do it very well, such as Izzy, but obviously Izzy does one campaign at a time. And he's got a good format going with it now. But I just couldn't do it, so I've decided to stop. I'm going to turn music off a minute because it's just way too loud. It might not be too loud for you guys, but for me it's just blaring, killing my ears. So we're going to stop the intro. Stop the music, sorry. Now you've got this video for about an hour, and then I'm going out to dinner. I know I need to do an hour and a half videos for the first episode. But what I might do is and some similar thing I did to my Jon Snow thing, is I might do an extra half an hour for the next episode as sort of, oh look, it's a bonus. So there you go. Also, because the dinner's booked and whatnot, so I can't really delay things. So there you go. I did do the prologue episode, but I feel a lot of people might not watch it, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually show you the sub mods that I'm using. I've got all the DLCs apart from a couple of the song ones. Full Metal, I'm not really bothered about. I'm not. Full Metal and Medieval game doesn't work with me anyway. But these are all the sub mods I'm using. I can't remember if I went through in the last prologue episode and listed the sub mods. I'm probably not going to. Or did I? No, I did make a list of. Hang on, did I? Just give me 1 second. I can't remember. I actually left. I'm pretty sure I didn't do links, because I would have been here for about 7 years doing links for all the submods I'm using. So I'm using them quite a lot. Let's just double check. Oh no. I can't. Bloody phone. I was going to do the submod links, but I probably won't. Because there's quite a few submods that I'm using. I have to go through and find the links for them, and some I've had for so long now that I don't actually know. Oh my god, has England scored a goal? No. My hopes were too high. Some I just don't know where the links are, so I'm just going to go through now and just show you them off. I'll briefly tell you what they are. So Valyrian coin flip is like a second Valyrian coin flip, so a bit of an added bonus. Game of Thrones is obviously the main mod, which would require to use all the submods. People's Champion just gives you like a little champion traits and like thing, depending on bonuses. Bloodlines gives more bloodlines to the game. Dragon of the East gives you extra dragons of the like a Dragon of the East scenarios, like basically extra stuff. If you're over in New Valyria or further east, dragons expanding basically adds some new traits for dragons and changes up the portraits. And adds a few other, and that expands, I think, the family trees for dragons as well, which is quite cool. Dueling Duelist, that's just a duelist thing. Harrenhal's ruined, Harrenhal's a bit busted more, so you have to rebuild it. I don't know if the someone works, so I did in testing notice it wasn't working entirely, but who knows. Isle Faces adds Isle Faces an actual little region with a Children of the Forest person as the lord of the place. Knights of the Sword Tower is a Kingsguard submod. Larger base court size, exactly as it says, just gives you more people in the court. Mace the Warrior gives basically maces apparently have a bit of warrior tutelage. More bloodlines adds more provinces in, and also I think improves a few more bloodlines and added stuff. More bookmarks adds in more bookmarks. New loading screens adds in a few more loading screens, which is cool, which you don't ever see in the game. You just see it when you load into the game, which is just cool for my own personal use. I've been playing this game for. Well, let's have a look at my hours. I always tend to show off in these games. Oh, no, not time it. That one. There you go. Yes, I've been playing this game for a long, long time. So I like to see some different loading screens from time to time. No Pretender Opinion, just takes off the Opinion Pretender thing you get when you take a title, because sometimes your brothers have a Pretender Opinion, which just makes no sense, really. Obligation Law Opinions gives you opinions for obligation laws. Less people are annoyed if you raise an army or something or other. Special Buildings adds in building. Speed dating improves the relationship stuff. Squires and Wards give you some more traits and traits and character stuff for Squires and Wards. Dragon's Peace, that's a few. I think that's a I can't remember. That's a submod for various different added scenarios. I'm not quite sure. But that's just basically a submod that adds in a few extra things for the Targaryens, I believe. Trait soft cap, it removes the soft cap on certain personality traits. So wound healing reworked. So that basically reworks some of the healing things that go on. Cruel World makes the game harder. Basically, the higher chance you dying of natural causes is higher if you're an older person or a younger person. Because to represent the fact in medieval times, if you were old or very young, the chances of you actually surviving is usually unlikely. Do your duty, that just adds changes up. I think you can have an option to change up a few of the people's. If you're the king, you can change your son's way of life focus if it's stupid. High Lordship of Bear Island basically makes the Bear Island a High Lordship. No artifact losing basically stops certain artifacts being lost. Osprey is a bit of a mod for the Ospreys and adds some improvements for them. And some, I think there's a Valyrian sword you can get for Osprey, I believe, I think. Regent Assumed Power is, so for example, if you are, you're Aegon, no, if you're a Celtigar and you're the regent for Celtigar, if you're the regent for, say, Jaharis, a really young Targaryen or whoever, you can basically become the king until that person comes of age, I think. Which is a bit overpowered, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense. You are the regent, you can do most things. Dragon Tamer laws, that adds some laws to Dragon Tamers to stop, loads and loads of people getting dragons. Population adds population, mechanics into the game more. Winter's Ruin makes it so that the White Walkers, when they take provinces, the White Walkers basically just, the places go ruin, and you have to colonize them for them to return, to make the White Walkers a bit more destructive. Wolflings makes it so that dire wolves and other animals can have children, which is pretty cool. And Personal Castle adds in various different buildings, a bit like the Special Buildings one, for your buildings. So there you go. So I will read a bit of information about House Celtigar. Many of you will remember that House Celtigar are in House of Dragon Season 2. I think it's Bartimaeus Celtigar, who is the person we're playing today. He's on the Black Council for Rhaenyra, so as you can imagine, we're going to be very much allied with Rhaenyra and getting her bloodline on the throne and kicking the Greens out and keeping the Black line on the throne. So I'll read you a bit of backstory about House Celtigar. For those, because House Celtigar, I will admit, is a very much underrated house. They are not mentioned that much at all, really, in the books, apart from obviously Ardrian Celtigar, the Red Crab, but that's about it, really. The show, they're barely represented. I think House of Dragon Season 2 is the first time we've seen the Celtigar, other than the the last episode of season 1, but oh, I don't know what that was noise, but okay. But that's the last time. That's the first time we've seen the Celtigar anyway. And still, we've not had a lot of much from him about House Celtigar itself, so they're very much underrated. So hopefully today, in this series going forward, House Celtigar will be an interesting story as we go through. Now, the submods may make the game lag a little bit, but hopefully it's not too bad. But that's the thing. I've played this game so many times now that submods is something I want to do more of, because I've had so many hours in this game, in the Game of Thrones mod, in addition to vanilla game, that submods are really a whole different way for me to play and add so many new things to the game, providing the game doesn't destroy me. But I suppose if we run into any issues with certain submods, we may be able to disable them, or we might have to like restart. But hopefully they're fine. I've had no issues so far in the testing I've done. And so let's read. Some of these are basically, it's pretty damn obvious what some of the things are, but we go from them anyway. House Celtigar of Claw Isle. Rules Claw Isle, obviously. An island in the narrow sea off the coast of Crackclaw Point, which is obviously a little island there. The Celtigars are historically sworn to Dragonstone within the Crownlands. Their arms depict red crabs strewn on white. Their words do not appear in the books, so there's no house words of House Celtigar. So I'm keen to know, for you guys in the comments, this is your time to shine, what house words do you think House Celtigar should take? And I'm keen to see any suggestions you might have. I personally, I'm not really sure. I imagine it would be crab themed or Valyrian crab themed, but I'm keen for you to list. This is your chance to put comments in. Let me know what the house words of House Celtigar should be for this series, and the one I like the most I'll put in as the house words. And then I'll list you a bit of history. House Celtigar is an ancient and proud house with the blood of old Valyria in its veins. Lord Crispin Celtigar served as Master of Coin to King Aegon I Targaryen. The Celtigars claim dominion over Crackclaw Point, but the inhabitants do not acknowledge their claim. When they surrendered peacefully to Queen Visenya Targaryen during Aegon's conquest, the people of Crackclaw were officially free from pledging fealty to anyone but the Iron Throne. The Celtigars occasionally send men to collect taxes. If Lord Celtigar sends enough collectors, a few come back to him, so he gets a bit of money. So there's a little bit of a, I suppose they would like control the Crackclaw Point for some reason. Because it would strengthen their power, I suppose. During the Dance of Dragons, Lord Barthelmess Celtigar sat in the Black Council as Master of Coin to Queen Rhaenyra, which is of course what we've seen in the show and in the books. The Celtigar's castle is rumoured to hold fabulous treasures that bear witness to their wealth. Among Lord Celtigar's or Lord Ardrian Celtigar's property are Myrish carpets, Volantene glass, gold and silver plate jewelled cups, magnificent hawks, a trained sea eagle, an axe of Valyrian steel, which is Crab's pincer, chests of rubies, a horn said to summon krakens from under the sea, and many fine wines. Now, all that could just be made up to add a bit of magnificence to House Celtigar. But to be honest, House Celtigar is a very small and minor house, really, in the whole of the world. Let's see if this series will change that. So let's begin. I will quickly go through the rules we're using, but I do want to try and get a bit of content in for you. If not, I suppose... Oh, no, I need to get this out today. So I probably will just put this out with... I'll try and get a bit of action in. The Dance of Dragons is always that sort of time period where a lot of stuff happens. So, yeah. Let's go over the game rules quickly. I'll scroll through. Do I need to explain some? Nah. I tend to put a lot more ones where I tend to like make them a bit harder for myself, like Sunset Invasion. That's gonna be difficult. Plague ones. That's always something I like to make it a bit harder. Marriage restrictions would make sense. Invitation to court's a bit more open. And I've made a few things difficult, and some things are just sort of as they are. So there you go. Yeah, the Targaryen conflict will happen to us as well, I think. And I don't know if we're quite high Valyrian. That's all that. There you go. Done. So we're actually Westerosi Valyrians. I don't think any of our children... So we would have to go back to High Valyrian to, I think, get the script for the coin script to occur. But we are, of course, in the Dance of Dragons. As many of you are probably all very familiar with the Dance of Dragons, Rhaenyra Targaryen was, of course, usurped by her brother, and Aegon was made king on the Iron Throne. And so Rhaenyra, as imagined with the strength and support of the North, the Vale, some of the Riverlands, and many of her houses, has put forth her claim for the Iron Throne. Aegon Targaryen is backed by the support of many other lords in his side, especially most notably, of course, the Lannisters and the Hightowers and various other houses. Perhaps the Baratheons, potentially. Also, the three daughters, also on the side of House of Aegon Targaryen, which I don't think is mentioned in the show just yet, but I'm sure that will come up. So yeah, the Greyjoys also get involved, but that wouldn't happen until a bit later. I think there's a script for the Greyjoys where they attack the Westerlands, so slight spoiler alert for those wondering. The Arryn, of course, we're sort of on the episode 2, so if anyone hasn't read the books, well, if you've read the books, you'll know what's happening. But if you haven't seen well, I imagine most people have seen the show who are watching this, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat it too much. So, but basically, Aegon Targaryen is fighting against Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra is fighting against him. So that's basically it. I'll turn the music back on because I'm sure it makes it a bit more interesting. There you go. Okay. I have gone through and changed up a few things in the scenario to make it a little bit interesting for you. So I've done a few marriage alliances for various factions and houses to make it a bit interesting. So we'll start in the north. So the north, to make things a little bit more interesting, because I thought this was kind of like, we're going to like, it's going to be really boring in the north. So I've set up a King Beyond the Wall to add a bit of confrontation problems for the north, where Kraken can't do as much south. He's got to deal with the wildlings as well eventually, if they beat the Night's Watch. So we have King Beron Beyond the Wall, who is a member of the House Fanskull clan. He's a very good fighter. He's got a sword legend trait. He's a formidable fighter. He's strong, quick. He's a brilliant commander. And he's one of the greatest commanders especially Beyond the Wall at the moment. And so has managed to unite the clans of Beyond the Wall together to march against the Night's Watch. So that is what's going on. His family is basically very basic. Nothing. I haven't edited anything to do with them. I have edited Beron to make him really good. Because he is the king beyond the wall. The wildlings respect strength, and him becoming king, he would have to be a decent commander anyway. King Beron then has united the clans, and he has now declared war on the Night's Watch. While hearing of the war in the south of Westeros, he believes it's perfect time to strike against the Night's Watch and to strengthen his own power. He's also taking Westwatch and scaling his lands as well. He's also recruited quite a lot of mercenaries to his cause, as well as many of the wildling lords he's risen up. He's also trying to convince the giants to join him as well in his attempt to take the wall. So there you go. As the Barons at war with the Night's Watch, Lord Commander Bran Tallheart, not really much of a great military commander, but he does have a Stark with him as well, who's also married? Question mark. I guess we ignore that. So the wildlings are invading the Night's Watch, so they can have fun with that. Night's Watch, I think it's called in a few guys. They've got 2,000 men, and he's got 3,500, so it'd be interesting to see who wins out of that. Kraken Stark is, of course, the Lord of the North, the Wolf of the North. I don't know if I set up any marriages, I don't think I did for him, but his sister's married off Jacaerys, and we'll talk more about that later for when we talk about the Targaryens. But Kraken Stark rules over the North, as we have now met him in the show. I'm a bit disappointed they didn't mention the Pact of Ice and Fire, but maybe that will come on later on, but who knows, we'll see. We have Lady Jane, the Maiden of the Vale, who is the Lady of the Vale. Her heir is currently in the jail cell, so a bit of stuff going on there, I suppose. But you have Lady Paramount Jane, who's also batting for the other side. The Tullys are sort of out of the war because Grover's 80, and he's also incapable and blind, so he's kind of useless. I imagine it's more Elmo's leading the forces now. But the Tullys have not taken the side, but a lot of the Riverlands have all risen up against the Targaryens and all fighting for whoever they think is the rightful heir. You have Lord Paramount Dalton, the Red Kraken of the Greyjoys. He leads the Iron Islands. You have Jason Lannister and his brother Tyland, who's obviously a twin, over with Aegon. So you've got the Lannisters there. You've got the Tyrells, who are currently under the leadership of a baby. More so Geryn Tyrell likely, but the Tyrells are not taken any sides. And obviously you have the Hightowers with Lord Ormond, and then of course Sir Otto and Brendan, Gawain, and Miles. In the Stormlands, you have Lord Boris Baratheon, who's Lord of the Stormlands at this time. And then in the south, which is still currently independent, you have Prince Corin of Dorne, a Martell. And then you got the three daughters being led by High Master Pinto. And obviously, gone on the days the crab feeder was around. He's since been dead, lying in probably a pit of crabs. So there you go. Aegon sits the Iron Throne with the four of his brothers and mother as well. And also Rhaenyra now sits in Dragonstone. So I'll go through some of the marriages I set up. So we'll start with Aegon first, I suppose. Aegon is currently married to Helena, which is obviously he does in the books and in the show. His sons are currently still alive at the moment. Jaehaerys betrothed to Maelor, which is an interesting one because Jaehaerys is married to someone else, but it may be bumped off. But Jaehaerys is married to Maelor at the time, so they're just married together. And Jaehaerys is currently betrothed to a Bracken, since the Brackens have supported Aegon straight away. Aegon plans to give the Brackens control of the Riverlands. And that's one thing I will do, is that whoever wins the war, I will switch to the character who wins, and I'll basically set up the what Rhaenyra would do if she was a queen, or what Aegon would do if he won the war. Or whoever the hell's in charge at that point, so that could all change. But Jaehaerys is married to Bracken. Helena's obviously married to Aegon. Aemon's married to no one, but if a certain event kicks in, Aemon will marry somebody else. Daeron is currently betrothed to Bethany Hightower, which I thought makes sense because he's been squiring in Hightower and Old Town for a long time. So it makes sense for him to have a wife from House Hightower. Moving on to Dragonstone then, I guess it's probably mentioned the Velaryons first. So Corlys has his heir, so Adam, who is meant to be the son of Laenor, but in actual canon, or I think rumoured canon anyway, they're actually Corlys' bastard sons, but I don't know if that's how true it is, I have no idea. Especially as they have a very good opinion of each other, but we'll see. Adam's not married to anyone yet, and Alan, oh no, I didn't set the marriages up for them, did I? Oh, did I? I don't know, I can't remember. No idea, but that's the Velaryons. Corlys, who by the time of the books is obviously 76, so he's quite old. I think he's meant to be that age in the show, I think. And then you have Rhaenyra, the person we are, of course, supporting. So, Rhaenyra, and we'll talk about Daemon as well. So she's, of course, married to Daemon, the Rogue Prince, carrying the sword Dark Sister. Blackfire's been held by Aegon at the moment. So Jaehaerys is married to Sarah Snow. They are actually lovers in, I believe, the books. I don't know if that's been mentioned in the show, but I don't think she's been mentioned in the show yet. Actually, no, of course not. Whether or not anything will happen from there, I don't know. But Jaehaerys and Sarah are married together, fulfilling the Pact of Ice and Fire, unless he dies. Lucerys is married, betrothed to Princess Rhaena, who is obviously one of Daemon's daughters. So they're married for now. Joffrey is betrothed to Princess Baela, so there's a little betrothal between those two. Baela's currently one with the dragon. Aegon is betrothed to one of the Celtigar daughters, and we'll talk about that later. Viserys is betrothed to Princess Alliandra of Dorne in a matrilineal marriage, which has won the support of House Martell. So Rhaenyra's got the Martells on side. And then we go to Daemon and his children. Oh, we have gone through his children, that's it. I guess now we should probably talk about the house that we're playing as, and that we will do much stuff together. Now, my game plan for House Celtigar is to remain as Targaryen loyalists for the time being. Now, whenever I say we're going to remain as loyalists, that sometimes tends to mean that we end up becoming king. Which happened as Velaryon, and happened in past series, I'm sure. So it's a high chance we'll probably end up on the Iron Throne. I suspect that'll be probably the end goal, but for the time being, we will fight for for Rhaenyra's claim, and her children and their fourth. What will happen in the far, far, far future, I have no idea. We'll see how long the game goes on for, but maybe we'll become kings. But I especially want us to become powerful in this land. So, we'll start with House Celtigar then. So, we'll go for the... where should we start? We'll start with the family. So we're playing as Barthelmess Celtigar, who is obviously on the council. For some reason, he's the Master Whisperers. I have no idea why. Oh, that's a thing I didn't mention. Is I've gone through and I basically made another Kingsguard members that are missing for Aegon's court. So I filled up the Kingsguard basically. So we have Ezzo Relugia, who I think is a house, I'm sure I've seen that house before in past series. But he comes to join Aegon's Kingsguard. We've got Marbrand with Rhaenyra, Eric with Rhaenyra, Arixo with, of course, Aegon. Willis Fell with Aegon, Kristen Cole, Rickard Fawns with Aegon, and of course Kristen the Kingmaker, of course. No enough. I actually will show the dragons as well, because that's always interesting. So the dragon family tree has been expanded quite a fair bit. So we have an actual lineage for dragons, which I think is really cool. So you have the first dragon, who lived to about 499. Naga the Sea Dragon, who was slain by the Iron King. Urax, who was slain by over a high tower. Crackbones was killed by this guy, who is the Crackclaw descendants a long time ago. Morn was slain by Galen Morn, who is a member of House Taft. Do they still have that sword? Or is that still in that's still in Morn, I think, actually. Oh god, I've gone miles away. Let's go back here a minute. Got Viral, who was killed by Seren of the Myrish Shield. Whoever that was, I have no idea. Willem Dragon was killed by Davos Willem the Dragon Slayer. I think that's where they took their house names, I think, was it? No? Oh, maybe not. And then you have Terax, who is the first of the Targaryen dragons. Obviously, these Targaryen dragons have all passed away, sadly. But they've changed up the portrait, so Vhagar's got a nice portrait. They've also got little traits as well. So they've got, like, orange flame, so you can see the colour of what dragon flame they have. The wingspan size and the claw size. So that changes throughout different ones. So Syrax has a large horns, for example. Dreamfire has white flame. Cannibal's got black flame and fixed scales, so that's really interesting. They've really expanded the traits and ancillaries. Well, I keep saying ancillaries. I've been stuck in Medieval 2 world. The traits have all been expanded, which is quite nice to see for the dragons. And the portraits are all different as well. It's nice to see. Silverwing and Grey Ghost have a similar portrait, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. The Vermithor looking pretty neat as well. So they all look pretty good. Yeah, so we go back to Celtigar, sorry. So we have Lord Barthelmess Celtigar. He is a brilliant steward. He was on the council as a master of coin, so naturally he's going to be very good when it comes to stewardship. He's also a metallurgist, so he has the expert on metals and manipulation, so he does that in his spare time. He's also a timekeeper, so he's very good at keeping measures of the time. His traits are very they're very sinful. He is ambitious, he's lustful, he's greedy, proud, paranoid, and wrath. So he's a bit of an interesting character. He is actually genius, so he does have a very good intellect. He's a trained fighter, so he's not that great with a sword, but he's not bad. He does have Crab's Pincer, which is our Valyrian steel axe, which is interesting because I think House Celtigar is one of the only houses that has an axe for a Valyrian steel weapon, which is interesting to note. He's also a knight as well, so that's all pretty standard. And this is our bloodlines. So we had Red Crab Blood. Vaegon was our first Celtigar member, who's ruled over Claw Isle since the days of the destruction of Valyria. My own little headcanon for House Celtigar is that House Celtigar actually travelled across the sea with the Targaryens, and for their loyalty of joining with the Targaryens, they were granted the Isle of Claw Isle, and since made it their home. So we have quite a few children. We're a big family. Barthelmess is married to Lady Illyra Bar-Erin, who they also have are also in love with each other. She, interestingly, is actually a quick, attractive, intricate web weaver, which is hence why she's a spy master. She's also a master seductress, which is interesting. A schemer. It's a very scheming, very intrigue-heavy character. But they are, of course, in love, so they have a nice little marriage there. I moved on to our children. So Collian Celtigar is married, who has an interesting set of traits. Is also married to Waylon Rosby, who is the brother of the current Lord of Rosby, who's currently in jail. I think he's the heir, actually. Oh, no, not quite, no. But something I will do is invite him to my court, because I know because I've foreseen that things may go bad for his brother. But we shall see. So I invite him back, obviously. But they have 4 kids together. Syrian, Bolin, Quentin, and Jamila. And then we have my faction heir. Or faction heir? Medieval 2 is sinking into my brain. Clement Celtigar, who is our heir to our dynasty. So he has quite an interesting set of traits. He's a skilled fighter. He's a great eminence, so he's very good at diplomacy. He's a linguist, however he does have a tendency to be slightly cruel, and also has a bit of a tendency to torture people. So a bit slightly interesting air there. He's also a linguist and likes fire, so that sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it, really? But there you go. But Clement Celtigar, other than that, he's pretty quick. He's a skilled fighter. He's probably one of the decent fighters we have. So he's not bad at all when it comes to combat. To win over the alliance of House Blackwood, he is married to Alison Blackwood, and has a marriage with her. So that's a pretty decent match. She has pretty good traits, so she will be very useful in battle, I'm sure. My second-born son, Roland Celtigar, who takes after me as a steward. I tend to RP as a character as Bartimus, and I will refer to myself. I will refer to him as my son, and me as Bartimus, I guess, until he dies. But Roland himself then is a brilliant steward. He's a poor fighter. He's not too great in combat, but he learns a decent. He knows the basics. He's attractive. He's a traveller. He likes going around places. He's a cartographer. He likes making maps, which fits the traveller vibe, I suppose. And he's also very good at astronomy. Other than that, he's kind of envious, probably for the title of heir. Trusting, and he's erudite, so he's very scholarly and he's very good at his numbers. Although he's more learning tends to go up a bit higher for him. The stewardship isn't too high. He's married to Della Mouton, and we've won over House Mouton to this cause. So House Celtigar has gone for and married off and made a few alliances, and they've also convinced a few of them to join with Rhaenyra as well. So House Mouton has joined them with a marriage to his sister, Della Mouton. So they've won over House Mouton. Then we have Arthur Celtigar. So Arthur Celtigar is I don't know who this guy is, but I think must appear in either of the books at some point. And he starts off as a really good fighter in the knight and a squire and whatnot, so he's pretty good. So I don't know who he is, but he's pretty decent. Now he doesn't have any education traits just yet, but he's shrewd. He's a good fighter. He's a formidable fighter, so he's one of our best fighters when he comes of age, providing he doesn't die. He's a mystic, he's a theologian, scholar, and he's brave, and he's got some few other haughty, indolent traits as well. And he's a squire, so he's pretty good. Now we won over House Farman, so he's married to a Farman, and that has brought over Lord Andrew to our cause as well, and he fights now against House Lannister. Samela Celtigar, so we can cement our alliance with House Targaryen and the alliance with Rhaenyra and whatnot. We've married Samela off to Prince Aegon of Dragonstone. We've secured an alliance with them. So Samela herself then is a justiciar. She's a socializer. She's also brawny. She's got a few poet traits and chaste as well. So it's not bad. Philbert Celtigar then is erudite. He's also strategist. He's a falconer and he's also quite strong. Now to win over House Westling, he's married to a Westling himself, the granddaughter of the current lord. And House Westling and the Farmans have sided with Rhaenyra against House of Lannister. Perhaps as a sign of fealty, depending how well they do. House Farman or House Westling may be granted the lordship of the Westlands. So there you go, there's a bit of a rundown. We've got a few people in our traits in our court as well that have come over to join us. Desmond Darklyn, who is the brother of the current Darklyn Lord. Got Adrian Tarbeck, who's coming to help us. And these are people that have come over like with the court option, but basically I moved them into the court straight away so I can show them straight away. So we don't get loads and loads of pop-ups appearing at the same time. So Adrian Tarbeck, he's a Master at Arms. We've got Aaron Dane, who's the heir to the Dane family. He's the next in line to the throne. We've got Joran Flint of Widow's Watch and Northman, who's come south. Oren Coldwater, member of the Lord of the Vale, or Knight of the Vale. Got Ray Karen, who is just a Karen. I think he's just one of the sons of the guy. He's not the heir or anything. Alison Blackwood's also here as well, of course. We've got a few other guys as well who are just hanging around the court. Got a Maester and we've got a Septon, so we've got a decent set of court members around, so that's pretty good. We've risen up our army, and we've got, well, I haven't set my commanders, but I'm going to. But we've set the commanders up. So we have Joran Flint in the centre flank, with Aaron Dane supporting him. We've got Reynard, and then we've also got Oren, who are leading very small little portions of troops. One from a Septon and one from the little town we've got. House Celtigar itself is a very small place. I could maybe build up I might let my money go up and build another city if we can. But that's Claw Isle, that's our little area. Celtina is a little city, and then we got the Claw Isle Sept itself. I do quite like the thumbnail that I made for House Celtigar, I must confess. The thumbnail is quite good. I do quite like that. So that's the army. We have a very small army. We don't have a very big army at all. We do have a little fleet, so I might maybe transport my troops around. So I'll probably do that now. We'll land Rhaenyra's host over at North Crackclaw Point. So yeah. We can forge some armor. I'm going to probably do that because... Or do I wait for the city to get built? Maybe. Actually, we'll take a loan. Oh, 35% interest for 36 gold. That's... Yeah, let's not do that. That's not worth it. I might let money go up because Barthelmess isn't going to be leading armies. He's the Master of Whisperers. Well, should be the Master of Coin, but for some reason the game hasn't done that. Ambitions-wise, let's have a look. So, House Celtigar has never actually owned a dragon. So I might have it to be Barthelmess's idea to maybe actually tame a dragon. How all that will go, I have no idea, but we'll do that. We'll see how that goes. But stewardship-wise, we'll go for business, because that's sort of what we're doing. We have here on Land and Sons, but we can't do anything with that right now. But for now, I might see if I can face a dragon. And this could go badly. Grey Ghost, but obviously Grey Ghost is quite shy. So, cannot usually be directly found in wild. So, we'll go for Cannibal. I suppose we'll see how well that goes. If we get Cannibal, we get Cannibal. I know it is possible to win. It's just a very high, difficult chance. So let's kick things off then. Hopefully we'll try and get a bit of gameplay. And obviously a few events are going to kick off now with the Dance of Dragons. So stay tuned for that. I think I've accepted to join Rhaenyra's side. Yes, I have. So yeah, we see how things go. If Rhaenyra loses, then we just fight to get her back on the throne, or at least one of her descendants on the throne. That would be the idea, I suppose. But House Celtigar is going to go into exile because of Rhaenyra if we lose. I did that with the Valyrians, but I won't with this. Because I want to stay in the Crown Lands. Because last time when we played as the Valyrians, we actually went to exile to the Summer Isles. So we followed them, and the Targaryens, last time we played them, we ended up in exile beyond the wall. But this time I want to actually stay in the Crown Lands. So let's begin. We've put on times 2 for now. The alliance has been dissolved. Oh no, the problem is with this game, it does tend to remove certain alliances sometimes. So I think that's what's happened there. Rhaenyra, or either Rhaenyra or the Martells have dissolved the marriage for some bizarre reason. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, they've betrothed him to his scales instead. Okay, that's weird. Not sure why Rhaenyra did that, but who knows. But that's the only issue then. The Targaryens sometimes might do certain questionable things. They might take... there's unfortunately little you can do about it, sadly. Alright, let's kick things off then. See, let the events fire. My son's married Arthur. We get a... Oh, yes, we get a dowry, actually. Yes, that's a good idea. Because then we can get some money. My Lord Andrew has sent you the customary dowry. Thank you very much. Or now I can build my... event should kick off with Lucerys in a moment, so we'll stay tuned for that. Providing none of these support screw us over. We'll build a castle, I think is a good idea. We lack a lot of places, so that's really good. We got 25 gold. Alright. You have scoured the air in search of Cannibal, and now you've finally cornered the beast. How should I do with him? Should I try and tame him? Oh dear. Oh dear, I got one-eyed. Well, that didn't go well, did it? There goes my ambition to tame a dragon. I suppose that'll make things interesting. Yeah, Rosby will take an alliance, which is good. I can't remember if I set up any alliances with... I did, yes. I didn't with Moot. No, he's still doing it. That's fine. But let the event kick off for the Storm's End thing in a minute. He's come to join me. And Rhaenyra is now definitely in. Perfect. Did the event fire with the Saracen? No, I don't think so. I will go through and actually do that. So we can keep an eye on certain characters. Not too worried about Lara Strong. The Tullys I like to keep an eye on because they're always an interesting player. I'll keep an eye on the Great Houses. I want to keep an eye on all of them because we'll be here all day. If I keep an eye on every single house. The great houses obviously had the power to change things. So it seems that Boris has taken the side of Rhaenyra, but then nothing, no events fired or anything. So I don't know why, what's going on there. It does, I've noticed, I've done a few test runs to see if it does fire, and nothing's actually happened. So we follow along anyway. I'm going to chase on and deal with a couple of the stragglers, I suppose. The AI will always land troops at bloody Dragonstone for some reason, because they always do that. Which is unfortunate, but there you go. Alright, anyone to educate Arthur? I'm going to say no, because Adrian's already pretty good. So that's fine. Oh, here we go. Oh, something's kicking off. And Lord Martin was executed. Beheaded. Yeah, these guys have been executed because they haven't joined with Aegon. He's killed Hayford. Yeah, they're dead. He's got Dragon Egg from Tessarion. That's interesting. But no event. He's got a lot of Dragon Eggs apparently. Fucking hell. How many has he got? Jesus. He's got loads of... Good lord. That's... I feel like that's kind of broken, but okay. Rhaenyra's got a load of Dragon Eggs as well. Okay, what the hell's going on there? Interesting if they actually hatch. Yeah, so slightly disappointing that no events fired with the Baratheons has already married... No, nothing's happened there. The Baratheons have just suddenly joined with on their own. Which is interesting. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I might go and try and... Can I fire the event myself? Let's try and find that out in a minute. No, so I think the events just aren't firing, which is disappointing. But there's nothing I can do about it. I don't think there's any like event tags that I can use. So I'm kind of scuppered there. I will join with Rhaenyra. Obviously I could fire the events or kill off Jacaerys, I suppose. But... if the game isn't doing it, I'm not going to force that to happen. But join Rhaenyra anyway. Seems they are laying troops at Dragonstone, which I can't do anything about. Ooh. Ooh. We don't need to do events because stuff's already kicking off. Wow. Aemon's just died. Daemon the Rogue Prince is killed by Aemon already. Shit. And Aegon's got Dark Sister now. Well, that's... Well, okay. Okay. So it must be... Where was that? Oh, Harroway's town. Oh, right. Oh, the Targaryen army's moved south and Aemon's been defeated. News from Harroway town, my lord. During the war in the Iron Throne, the Dragon Riders, Prince Daemon Targaryen, Rider of Caraxes, Prince Aemon Targaryen, Rider of Vhagar, met in fierce combat, driving their dragons to tear each other relentlessly. Prince Aemon and Vhagar prevailed, killing Caraxes, so that's Daemon out. Killed by Aemon Targaryen, wow. And Caraxes is gone. That's Caraxes dead. So there you go, that's our first bit of conflict. I will follow on with Rhaenyra, and we'll stick with her. It's the only problem playing as a smaller lord. You can't really get involved too much. But that's a massive blow for the Targaryens. Or for Rhaenyra's side anyway. So there you go. So yeah, shame about the events not kicking off. But oh well, it's not the end of the world. The game we'd still have enough chaotic events anyway. It's not really... It's not too bad. But Daemon going down already is already a massive blow to the Targaryens. Oh no, they've done the betrothal thing. Hopefully it hasn't cancelled. No, it hasn't cancelled the marriages to mine. No, that's fine. That's good. But yeah, the Targaryens, the Aegon's forces landed a massive host, so that's obscene. The Targaryen forces are coming, the black sides are all coming down south. So yeah, everyone's sort of massing together. Obviously the Martells coming now is obviously going to be a good asset for Rhaenyra, but obviously the three daughters landing a massive army at Dragonstone is going to be a huge blow. Keep an eye on the events as we go. Clean that smaller army there. No Dragon Riders to deal with. I did go through and make sure the commanders were selected to be in the army for Rhaenyra. Oh, that's interesting. So Valentine Velaryon rides Silverwing. Oh, what happened to... Hang on. Where's all white? 1 second. Is he dead? Where is he? What's happened here? No, Hugh Hammer's here. All white for some reason isn't alive. What's going on? What happened there? But he's got Silverwing now. That's fun. Oh, okay. Where the hell's all white gone? That's really weird. I don't know. Is he dead? What's happened? Oh, white just disappeared off the face of the earth. That's really weird. So Orin cool water. No, God, no. I have need for you. I mean, I know the Night's Watch is kind of, a bit concerned. Are they call for help? No, they just haven't killed anyone. Got 7,000 men. Where does that come from? I got an event spawn. That's interesting. That's going to assist them in the north. Now, if the wildlings do beat the Night's Watch, they get an event. I think it spawns the AI, where an event kicks in that gives them loads and loads of troops, and they invade the north with loads and loads of men. Despite the marriage alliance cancelling, the Martells are still fighting for us. But yeah, Rhaenyra's got a load of... Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I thought he joined Aegon. No, the Baratheons have joined us. What the hell? That's fantastic. Okay, the Baratheons have... That's really... Oh, I know why the event hasn't fired, because the Baratheons chose to join with Viserys. Oh, that's interesting. That's fantastic for us, definitely. Greyjoy hasn't attacked us, but that's fine. I mean, Greyjoy tends to attack the Lannisters, but at this point... I may make it so that Greyjoy joins Aegon, because it might actually balance things. Because right now, we've got a massive advantage. So what I might do is, I know it's really cheating, but I might quickly tag over to Aegon and to the other some of the other people and get them to side for against, just to make it a little harder for us, because we are going to steamroll them. Despite the fact we have dragons, we are going to win this quite easy, especially now with the Baratheon. That's a huge support for us. So I might go make things a little harder for us, just so, because otherwise it will be a absolute doddle, and I want this to be a bit harder. So let's change things. There you go. So I made Dalton Greyjoy join, because otherwise it's going to be a doddle at this rate. So I'm going to make Greyjoy join, because he might want to exploit the vulnerability of some of these people. So I've done that. Some of you might dislike that, but I feel we're going to easily win. Oh yes, Damon was a friend to me actually, because he tutored some of my children. Can you guess which one? Yeah. That army just got absolutely wiped out, Jesus. Not sure what Rhaenyra is bothering with these places, but we'll keep an eye on the dragon events. Was interesting. Oh, Aegon's been defeated. This is when Aegon gets captured. No. And then the Dance Dragons will be over a lot quicker. But the Lannisters just lost the big battle there against the Lannisters. You know what? I thought about this, not maybe bring the Tullys and the Tyrells in. But actually, to be honest, I might do that, because now we're going to win this. We're so going to win this so easily, and I want to actually make this harder. Because I don't want this to be an easy win. I want this to be blood and tears on all sides, but nothing's happened. And the Starks have yet to show their full force yet, so I'm going to make the Tyrells and Tullys join in. Out of... Why not? Aegon sent basically... So we're going to say that Aegon sent a dragon. Aegon went himself to Iron Islands. Aemon went to the Riverlands, to the Riverrun, and Daeron flew, or Helena actually, flew over to the Tyrells, and basically they were like, yeah, we'll join you. We don't want the castle to be set alight, so let's join the king. There you go. So I made the Tullys and the Tyrells joining. It's not going to make a much difference, but it does add a bit of power and a bit more of an advantage to Aegon, because Aegon does have better dragons, but he does lack a lot of support. So there you go. Everyone's but then again, they might take Dragonstone, so that could be a bit of a blow for them. Also, sorry, I forgot to mention, I went through and did a few nickname changes. So Aegon is the Magnanimous, as he was called in the first episode of Season 2 of House of Dragon, which I thought was funny, so I did that. Daeron is called a Daring, because he wasn't before. Aemon is now the One Eye, and Rhaenyra is a Black Queen. Daemon, she didn't get widowed, actually. Daemon the Rogue Prince, that's fine. Yeah, them being hiding does not make things... It's going to make things a little interesting. I can't remember if I did any other changes to the... No, I think you're still the Wolf of the North. But I did a few little name changes. I can't remember if I did any more. Oh, I did... No, there's one I did. I remember doing. If I can click on it properly. Yes, I changed Viserys to the Peaceful, because that's what he was called at the end of the show. So I thought that was a nice little thing, so I added him... The nickname is Peaceful. I could maybe give one to Aenys, but it'd probably be... Hang on, let's do that. Let's clear that. But I'll quickly make a little nickname for Aenys. You know what it's going to be. Unfortunately, it's going to be nicknamed the week for Aenys. Because he was a bit of a... He was a very weak king, so I'll give a little nickname. I like doing that for like kings. I feel like the kings should have their own little nicknames. So there you go, I've done that. There you go, we'll carry on. Now we're closing in on about 5 minutes left, so I'll try and I'll do a bit more. But obviously I do need to go out, so I can't just... if I wasn't going out, I'd totally carry on a bit longer. But it does seem... We're just sitting here doing nothing. Let's get in the combat, come on. Let's go hit the Lannisters with Rhaenyra's army. We'll run down a few stragglers, I suppose. Yeah, that's just a victory already. And now the Tullys are coming. Let's not get into combat, but they will go into fighting in a minute. Oh, they turn around. Oh, they're going for the... See if we can help Darkling out. Maybe. I've lost the traits of the injured, so I've survived. We're close to Lord Rhaenyra is positioned here as well. Suited for. Okay. What is he? The Hand of the King. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. He's not a bad Hand of the King, I suspect. Oh, we're about to engage some Tully forces. Oh, he's revoked. The Kraken Stark's revoked stuff. Okay. Interesting. Don't know why he did that. We're shooting my grandchildren a little bit. Not too worried too much about the Rosbys, but they are still my relatives. Let's see if we can beat the Tullys here. Probably not. My mace is stressed. No, they have no commanders, so we can beat them. Oh, we tried to go for the cannibal. I'm pretty sure I've seen Corlys actually tame cannibal before. Let's pull back a bit. Yeah, Aegon's already like, unless he takes this, he is going to lose the war, which is going to be very anticlimactic if he does. I must confess. Yeah, I can see as my character. We're already pretty sinful, so drinking and stuff, probably, you know, why not? Oh, it's over. That was fucking quick. Aegon's lost. And that happened way too quickly because I wanted to take control of Rhaenyra there. What the hell happened there? That's quick. Do we have an autosave to go back to? We do actually, yeah. I might double back to the autosave. So I'll quickly do that in a minute. I mean, while waiting for things to load, I'll quickly just give my thoughts. Daemon going down. Very interesting event now. I wasn't too surprised because Vhagar is the bigger dragon. But going down that quickly was fascinating. One thing that was... What's the other thing I thought was interesting? The war ended a lot quicker than I thought. There was not as many dragon conflicts, which does sometimes happen. Sometimes there aren't as many conflicts because the AI doesn't put as many commanders in the battlefields. I don't know why this event is taking so long to come out in the game. Here we go. There's one of these little loading screens. So I'll quickly just jump back in. I will actually take... Because we're about to win then, it looks like. So I'm going to jump in as Rhaenyra, I think, because we're about to win the war, so I may as well just jump ship as Rhaenyra, and I'm going to finish the war off as her. Hopefully the AI doesn't screw up anything, but I want to obviously do the old ending of the war with from the point of view of Rhaenyra, and she's about to win, so so there you go. So it seems Rhaenyra's won, so it's made the event pretty damn easy. Oh, why has it done the... Oh, what the fuck? No, why has it done that? I thought it clicked autosave. Nope. For God's sake. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Damn game. That's annoying. But yeah, the war's gone interestingly. Rhaenyra's almost won too easily, which is a bit like, oh, okay. But what I might do is make obviously a few events kicking. Because I have done artificial events before. A while ago I did a poll asking people if you would prefer artificial events or would prefer the game play out as normal, but actually artificial events was voted for a lot higher than anything else, so I probably will do that because a lot of people like the artificial events because it adds a bit more flavour to the game. Because to be honest, Ck2 is I've played this for so many years now that it is a bit of a bore. So to be honest, because I pressed that, that's why. So it is a bit of a doddle to me. So like the odd couple of artificial events makes I think the series itself more entertaining. Right, we're 130. Okay, let's do this. We'll carry on as Rhaenyra and see what the AI is up to. But sometimes the AI does put people in hiding. They mess up the game too much. I might maybe make Aegon take... Because if Aegon takes that, then he will be still in the game. So I'm going to do that now. Terribly cheating. But I just want this game... I want this conflict to be harder. I don't want this to be a doddle. Where's Aegon? Right, get him out of command. Chuck Aegon into command over here. And then we're going to burn Dragonstone down. Ooh. Sunfire's going to have to fight Sheep Stealer. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's do it. Oh, wait, Rhaenys. Oh, wait, hang on. Right, I'll let the AI do that on its own. And then we'll see the results momentarily. I won't play as Aegon too much, but... Right, so what's the situation? Right, let's make it a little harder. Let's just divert our forces. Oh, no, we're going to be stuck. Right. Okay. Let's just merge the armies together up north. And we'll see what happens with that battle. Got Tarly against the Tyrells. So they're going to win that probably. Oh, begins. My prince, during the war in the Dragonstone, Dragonrise, King Aegon II Targaryen. Oh, is he dead? No, he survived. He survived. But Sunfire's gone down, so there goes his little plan to take that. So I'll let us finish that battle, and then we'll leave. Oh, no. Sorrow named Dayla. Wait, what? Oh, no, it's... second I thought he screwed somebody else. No, that's fine. Let's quickly try and educate some of our kids. Put them in towards... better education, Jesus. Yeah, William Royce for Jace, because he is going to be the king one day. Oh no! Save the Celtigars! Oh. Hannibal failed. That event happened as normal. The Celtigars still beat that Tully army. So that's good. Stefan Scales, whoever that is, I have no idea. Hopefully the AI doesn't mess up too much. I'm hoping... Oh, it has. Fuck's sake. Actually, that might have been... because Aegon's in hiding, actually. But that's fine. We'll do that later anyway. Yeah, they still haven't taken that, which is surprising. Because if they take that, that's going to really be good for their war score. Okay. Where's Rhaenyra? Oh, she's in hiding. Oh, no. If she's in hiding, she's going to get captured. Oh, Rhaenyra, what have you done? That's stupid. Why have you gone into hiding? Oh, that's so stupid. Let's just delete that trait. Because otherwise she can literally get captured and that's going to be the end of the war. Actually, no, she won't because... Oh, no, of course not. No. Stupid. You can't get captured when you're hiding. That's silly of me. Right, let's give Rhaenyra some more commanders because we are really not doing... I don't know where where have the commanders gone, damn it? Right, Hugh Hammer can lead that. Rhaenys can lead that. Adam Velaryon can lead that. Alright, and then we're going to have... Right. Eric Cargill still arrived. So the event didn't kick off. Because obviously the Baratheons went against the Targaryens, which is fascinating. See, I did not expect that at all. But they did, so there you go. And Tarth is coming, hey. Is that going to be Aemond? Oh, yes, get south. Let's fight Aemond. Let's do this. Let's have a conflict. No, where has he gone? Oh, he's left the command straight away, isn't he? I know he has. Maybe? But Aegon tried to take Thingy and it failed miserably. Yeah, the AI always loves to throw everything they have at Dragonstone, which is hilariously funny. I don't really understand why the AI absolutely loves... Oh, hello. Oh, shit. When did that happen? We were there a minute ago. News from King's Landing Prince during the War on the Iron Throne, the Dragon Riders, Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, Rider of Melees, and Prince Aemon Targaryen, Rider of Vhagar, met in fierce combat driving the dragons to tear at each other, killing Melees. Melees is dead. Did Rhaenys survive? Oh, she did. Rhaenys lives, but Melees has gone down. Killed by Vhagar. Vhagar is maimed though. That's quite a blow still. So, oh no, Aemon's still here. He's still here. It's not over yet. Oh my god. Prince Aemon, Vhagar, oh, Sea Smoke's gone down. Adam Balarian's dead. Oh no. Aemon's killed him. He's also trying to kill Viserys. But Sea Smoke's gone. Vhagar's took out 3 dragons. Jesus. Vhagar has been an absolute beast today. Jesus. Anyone else dead? Yep. Oh, Vhagar's gone down. Oh, the kids. Well, Aemon's still alive though, but Vhagar's dead. Hugh Hammer beat Vhagar. Vermithor, you beast. Vhagar's down. That goes their support, I suppose. Vhagar's out. Aemon survived though, but Hugh Hammer was victorious. That is interesting. Any more Dragon Riders? Oh, Volantene, let's get you back in here because you got a Rhaenys is useless to me now. No dragon. I'm not too bothered. So I probably should have played as Rhaenyra actually. Now I think about it, but oh, well, it's too late. Any more Dragon Riders? I don't think that. I think that's it actually. No, that's a lot, I'm afraid. Apart from Rhaenyra herself, but obviously Rhaenyra is a bit busy, so what I will do is chuck in all the commanders. We get a bit of combat action. We go fight the Lannisters, and then that'll see how we go. Will be another big dragon fight. That's what I'm looking for. This is the Dance of Dragons. We want dragon battles. Hugh Hammer. I think after that, I think you absolutely deserve to get a marriage. Not Celtigar, but I'm interested in the show how they're gonna do the dragon seeds coming to Dragonstone. I'm guessing that's gonna be interesting. So it'd be cool to see that. Oh, Black Trombo. Oh, he killed somebody. See, I can't remember his name unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure Black Trombo has killed someone in the past. We are going to go to the hour mark, but I will probably do the next episode, say half an hour. Right, continue to engage the forces of the west. I don't know if there's any dragon. I don't know who. Yeah, actually, to be honest, that's it. I think Dragon Riders. The only other one would be Daeron. Ah, yes. Ah, Daeron and Helena. That'd be the next one. Is Daeron? Should I get him as a command seek? Because otherwise he won't do anything. Yeah, chucking Daeron as a commander. Because otherwise the AI won't do anything. Oh god, we're getting... Ooh, 27... Jeez. Oh, burning, that's why. Is there a dragon conflict there, maybe? Maybe. Keep an eye on the House of Celtigar, because we are playing as the Celtigars. But again, I want stuff to be a little different. I think Rhaenyra is where we're going to see the action, unfortunately. So maybe in the future what I might do is have it so we play as, like, the main character. Oh, fuck. Bartimus, no! Oh, you fool. He tried to go for Cannibal again and died. Oh, no. Bartimus. Oh, shame. Fuck. Suppose when we go back to Celtigars, we play as Clement, I suppose. That's a shame. We can interact with Dragon. Oh, this is a new event I'll show you. We can play with the Dragon. Let's do that. Oh. Human player Cyrus play hide and seek on the castle grounds. Surprisingly, Cyrus successfully evade you. Other times it's pretty easy to find her. Oh, I love that little event. Makes when the dragons die so much worse. Now, I need to get over to Dragonstone because that's where, at the moment, an absolute humongous amount of people are sitting there waiting to go. And I'm going to go over there, I think. I might... Is there an Iron Throne armor? There is, actually, yeah. This is probably it. Yeah, some armies are rallying now, so this is going to be getting some interesting conflict. But yeah, once the war's won, I'll swap over to the Celtigars. Have I got any prisoners actually of interest? No, I haven't. Yes, I think I changed it so it's only the dynasty head that will get the different things, but that's fine. But in Rhaenyra, it will be the normal. Oh, hello, hello, Hightower. Where do you think you're going? Don't know if that was a dragon battle. Though I didn't see any one of note that. We merge our ships together. We can. Oh, we only have 3,000 men though. It's not going to be enough to beat any of that. Jesus. I think what we need to do is land the Red Keep and siege it. I think that's probably the best decision we have. I think. Problem is, Rhaenyra being hiding has just made things so boring for the AI. So I'm going to actually just remove that trait. Because actually... I'll remove trait. Oh, God. Because I can't do any dragon attacks or anything like that, so I'm going to do that. We're now unmarried, but I don't know. I can't see Rhaenyra marrying anyone. Oh, how's Aaron? What's happened to you? What happened to Jane? Oh, she died of cancer. Oh, that's very anticlimactic. Kraken still was? Yes, he is. Interesting. Would we marry our cousin Arnold, maybe? As a supporting... Oh, I think actually... That might be a... Because we've got 4 children, so it doesn't really matter. So I think, actually, that kind of makes sense. And then we get the Regency thing as well, which is always good. Oh, fuck. Oh! Aemon One Eye is dead. Oh, we got... What the hell happened there? But he's dead. Aemon got killed by Harris Lyddon, of all people. Wow. What a blow for him. Oh, Corlys has died. Horrific burns. And Jace has got Driftmark. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is he because he's the eldest? Right, okay. Lucerys got the my heir. That's interesting. He's Lord Aemon's dead, which is good. You want to be that? Yeah, that's fine. Rhaenyra, I think, respects her quite a fair bit. Restore the Valyrian... The what? What? The Keep of Valyrian, expand the power and beyond. You can claim the title of Dragonlord for the Great Empire in Essos. What? That's a new thing. Well, that's new. I didn't think that was a thing. Can we not attack we're not leading the army, that's why. So, Hugh and Silverwing and Cyrax together is pretty good. I don't know if Rhaenyra and Lore-wise would do that, but yeah, I need to, but yeah, anyway, I need to finish the recording today, but I don't know if Rhaenyra would marry Arnold, but we have. I think that makes sense. But to secure the Arryns, I think that's a good marriage, and also, we have enough kids, it's fine. But I will end the recording there, and I will end the first episode. I hope you have all thoroughly enjoyed this first episode of House Celtigar. I know we're playing as Rhaenyra at the moment, but we will play as Celtigar once the war is won. This is the only time I will play as another character. Any future conflicts I will play as the Celtigars, but it's interesting to see that this is the... But as a Dance of Dragons, it makes sense to play as Rhaenyra. It's a bit more interesting, I guess. But that's all for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, suggestions, and ideas for this series in the comments below, and I shall have a read of them later. But that's all for now. This video will go up quite late, probably, because I really want to get this out today and maybe get a War in the North episode out tomorrow. So there you go. That's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed. Navai and the Den Parliament Melanin, and farewell.